Bitcoin. We're going live. Wholeness and Balance Vibrations family. We are now live. Making sure the link is here and it is shared in some of the groups that we are part of, so everyone has access. Wholeness and Balance Vibrations family. Trust you well. Vibing in resonance at top speeds. I'm your brother Curtis Heru, coming to you live in resonance with the supreme brother Sarang.
I'm Sarang. I'm here in the forest of wisdom, which is within. Here we are both farmers, cultivators of the land, and we are also investors in cryptocurrency and metaphysicians, and just always integrating everything we're doing, bringing it all together. And we wanted to just share. We're here. We're like, getting into numerology a little bit, like we do, and I was just talking like, I've been into the financial astrology, and there was some kind of like Pluto transit on Bitcoin's chart, and then we did see that the action come up, and we're just like talking like, oh, that Genesis block, like that's where they get the birth chart. Like, I wonder what that says about the numerology, about the Ennealogy, and about the archetypes. And see what that looks like on the chart and with the investments.
Exactly. So those who are new to numerology or astrology or Ennealogy, all these studies of different things, allows us to identify different influences of different variables in our reality. It could be the stars and the cosmos, and that plays a role in influencing our behaviors, psychology, just the movement of things. We talk about we just actually, this was another part of the birth was coming in from the metaphysics of music, and how sound organizes matter, and everything moves, everything has the frequencies, overtones, undertones, and we can even see some of the overtones, undertones of humanity. It may be astrology sounds that, or stars, the frequencies. And again, it all came into the Genesis block, Bitcoin. So we talk about the blockchain or Bitcoin specifically. We know it runs on, it's you have the blockchain, you have Bitcoin. It's a Bitcoin being the hardware, and blockchain being the software, because it runs on the blockchain. And the first blockchain is called, the first block on the blockchain of Bitcoin is called the Genesis block. So to identify your Ennealogy or your numerology or your life path number, you would go to your birthday. So we really thought to go to Genesis block to see if we can find some kind of Ennealogy correlation with the behaviors of the volatility that goes on within cryptocurrency, within Bitcoin specifically, and see if it had any correlation with the power days or the anything related to its Ennealogical correlation.
I'm like, definitely the way I invest in cryptocurrency is I definitely I look at a narrative. I try to create a story. What is the story that Bitcoin is telling us in the world right now? I would think one of the main stories, since its arrival, even before I got in, it was showing up at a time when currencies were being devalued all around the world, and right on track, that's continuing to happen. And that's I think one of the major things of its popularity. So I look into stories. I also look into technology a little bit. And if it works, I'm going to go with it. And I followed an astrologer. She's on YouTube, Marin Altman. And so that got me thinking of, and she described Bitcoin's birth chart as how has similar Jupiter and Saturn placements as Muhammad Ali and Tom Brady, and I'm just like this superstar character. So just going more into that, and I feel we took a look at the birth date, the Genesis block, and it was January 3rd, 2009. And Yeah, number 3. And so that date, like I work with it in my life. I'm born on the 23rd, so that's a 5. And I find ways in which that cosmic story finds its way into my character, or at least how others perceive me, and both of those things are useful to me.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just like realizing that, yeah, this can be useful to my investments too.
Right. Exactly. Why
Yeah.
not? Why separate it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like
Put these things together.
like what is this kind of character that Bitcoin is bringing in? It's definitely Jupiter, because it's an expansive force. It's something that can't really be stopped, and whenever like it's tried to be stopped, it just kind of doubles back
Yeah.
again, almost like the prize fighter
Right, right.
who gets
Counterbalance.
back up.
Hit a counter and come back up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Jupiter can take a lot. Jupiter can take hella hits. I'm born in I'm a third, a Jupiter native, Jupiter native myself, born on the 30th. And yeah, like you said, expansive, expansive in many ways. And Jupiter again is a big gas planet, so jovial. You know, it takes a lot of hits. Many asteroids, many things hit Jupiter and just keeps going. It just keeps going. It gives off so much energy that sometimes the energy can lead to a lot of we'll
Yeah,
say
yeah.
um if not placed properly, can take things off balance or
Oh
be
yeah. I
cause a
mean,
lot of
yeah, we've
financial
seen Bitcoin has caused some drama.
right, a lot of disparities,
Yeah.
good and bad, a lot of ups, a lot of downs. You know,
Yeah.
as we know, Jupiter has 4 moons, so that's a lot of current going through those. Like
Yeah.
we know how much, one moon, how many changes that goes through. So we got 4 of those with different temperaments that bring in different energies. So we
Hmm.
use my Ennealogy book,
Yeah.
a Yodish numerology book by Harish Johari, and we pull from today some stuff that comes with Jupiter
Yeah.
straight from the book.
This is funny. I'm just like popped it open. At the beginning of their career, which they start quite early in life, they have to struggle a lot. Their struggle, however, is very beneficial for their growth and development and makes them shine. They do not like subordinates, nor do they like minor jobs. They think about big projects and create jobs for themselves in which they're their own boss. This is definitely a
Right,
theme. um, and I mean, most of this is like useful for people, but I just feel like, yeah, starting to see narratives and stories in any field that we decide to study,
right.
and
Right, what you said off that of this the Bitcoin is its own boss, like it's the head
yeah.
honcho of crypto, like it's like the doorkeeper to get into many other currencies. You gotta buy crypto to buy
Hmm.
other coins. You, authority, no, you gonna put regulations on Bitcoin? How? You can't.
Yeah,
You can do
yeah.
as much as you can, but there's always space for someone else to create elsewhere or get elsewhere without regulations
Hmm.
or things of that nature. And also, if you have any questions on crypto or ideology, please drop them in the comments,
Hmm.
and we'll get our best to look at them after we start wrapping up this video. Nathan, what's else on there?
Yeah, I mean, this other thing struck me. It says, you know, their extravagance creates financial crises. And I'm sometimes with this book, I'm just like, why is it so
Exactly.
exact on that? And it's true. It's taking people by surprise, especially like before now, like from its run from 1 cent to $10
Right.
that made people millionaires, and it took it took it right away.
Exactly.
And so I've even noticed in the last 2 weeks it checking people's emotions too. Like
Yeah.
when people bought like above 50, they were tested of how do you really feel about that decision, or if you bought
Right.
it at 58, it was really toying with you, and it
Yeah.
still continues to. And
Hmm.
I mean, I think it's interesting because it represents the mass psychology of markets. Like maybe you could see it in anything in stocks and real estate, but here, like, Bitcoin is kind of the storyteller,
Hmm.
and you see that this archetype telling this story in a specific way.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, they said Bitcoin is ran by the people, and it's again it's the psychology of the best. We have those psychological barriers
Yeah.
of so this is a collective conglomerate or organization, we'll say, for lack of better words, right now, that was birthed on this particular day. So it behaves in this way.
Yeah.
And even we was talking about power days. So in
Yeah.
Ennealogy, you have power days. Days that is
Yeah.
resonant with your number. So if
Yeah.
you're born in the 3, Thursday may be it is a power day, as well
Yeah.
as Monday and
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So yeah, if you like, this book is great, and it's called Numerology with Tantra, Ayurveda, and Astrology. It's by Harish Johari, Key to Human Behavior. So you can look in, and I'm just gonna read from the book. It says strong periods. The periods between February 19th and March 20th. So right now, and between November 21st and December 20th are most favorable for starting new projects during this time. And dates 3, 6, 9, 15, 18, 24, 27 all came up. And then can you pull this up? Can you share this?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And so we we're just talking, chatting about this, and Curtis was like, well, let's look in the charts. Let's see how this stacks up, and kind of inspired us to get on and share even more once we saw what we saw. But yeah, like, do these power days like affect the Bitcoin financial chart, like what the financial markets are telling us about how they price this currency? And let's just see. So yeah,
So we talk about power days. You name
power
those power
days.
days?
Yeah. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 21, 18, 24, 27. And what you'll notice about that is they add to 3, 6, and 9.
Right.
And that's what comes up for
So just these days I'm highlighting here. All these days add up to these power days. And these are when Bitcoin hits certain peaks. As you can see here, get my little pencil too. Okay.
yeah.
All right, so we got the 9th here. That's today. We're at a peak. Bam, 9th. A couple of days, and the next power day would be on the 3rd here. Right? Did I miss one? The 6th. I missed the 6th. What is it on the 6th? This is 6. We hit a low peak and then hit another peak here. Jump here. So let's say how the peaks on that day. There's another peak here, and that is a 6. There you go. Let's go with that. I didn't do every one of them just now. It might take a little second, but yeah, the 9th we have here, and that's that day. The 6th we have here on the 6th. We have the 3rd right here, another peak on that day. Let's find the next one would be on the 27th. That's a peak right there.
Yeah.
And again, that's on the 9th. I mean, as to a 9. Also, we have on the 24th here, 6th day.
Yeah.
The other day, the 21st.
Yeah.
There. And we go to the 18th because it's 9. And also a great place to buy.
Yeah.
Before it jumped up again. And we see these correlations kind of throughout the chart. I went through a little bit of it and kind of find other days. Sorry, so there's a lot of stuff going on here. Trying to mind most of those things. Just the circles right now. Intersections and what we can find. But let's say we said just power months, favorable times to buy would be February 14th to what now? What was it, February what? According to the
February 19th to March 20th, which hasn't come yet. It's not saying, it's basically saying that this is a strong period.
Right. So 19th.
And March 20th is on its way.
So we just observers, family. We're scholars, and we just observe what's going on.
Yeah.
So between this period, we'll make this a little bigger actually. And we said, what was it? March
20th.
20th.
Yeah, so it's that period basically.
20, bam. So this period here. We'll just keep an eye on to see what Bitcoin does in this period.
Yeah.
We already see Bitcoin hitting its highest high on
Yeah.
on February 21st. It again a power day.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
On a power day. And hey, we're looking between now and then.
So what are the next dates coming up that like 369 dates?
For the next 369 day, let's go and determine that now.
So today's the 9th.
Today's the 9th.
So the 12th,
right. So we
15th,
have
the 18th.
Right. Let's actually do it like this. Yeah, maybe we can do cycles between these days. Maybe,
sure.
Let me see. So the 21st, the first power day within that was the 18th. No, it started on 19th. So here, 21st. Next one would come in would be the 24th, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. And so the next one after that, so yeah, 24th supposed to be. So you can move that a little bit further over. Yeah. 24th, and the next one after that will be the 19th, 29th, yeah.
We've officially become our geometry teacher's worst nightmare. You weren't supposed to do that with your symmetry.
Right. Making with these things. So the next day would be, let's say, start the 31st.
Yeah, no, that's genius 21st. What you just did, actually. You're repeating that pattern on there. Yeah.
So the next one here, that's the 10th. Let's say sometime around the 3rd here. 3rd here.
The 12th.
The 12th, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying 3rd because I already add up to it. Actually, I can just go from there. And let's see. So we're taking it to the 16th, right? It was 6th, right? So the 15th right here will be another.
And the 18th.
And then the 18th.
Yeah.
Right around here. And then we have another, it's going to be on the 21st, right?
Yeah.
Or the 20th is the last day. That's the day.
20th is under the, so you could put it on the 21st if you want.
Yeah, but on 21st. Yeah. Somewhere on 24th.
So, yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I've been studying like technical analysis, and it's just like might as well incorporate everything we can, because no one knows the future, but clearly there's cycles.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's how technical analysis works, anyways. It's based on the averages and the cycles and the patterns, and actually that's how many of these fields of study work. They're just based on our ability to observe patterns and cycles.
Right. So I ain't gonna make this the crypto session. We'll just
just throw some. No, I like it. You're in your element here. You're like mad science.
Right. So we gonna keep you posted on what our findings here and see how.
So it's breaking out of this band. So I don't know. I just feel like maybe it's gonna. I feel like for sure it's gonna revisit 58 again.
Right.
And I mean, if you look at the whole trend through the whole year, it's clearly on an uptrend, and
and we look at the years. We look at the years. The years 20...
Yeah. It's a 5 year right now. I'm still more digesting on that, how that relates to my life. But like, I bet if the thing to see how that relates to Bitcoin would look at its like long-term chart.
Check it out.
And then see like what years did it pop off.
It's going to hit it's going to hit 61.
Yeah.
It's got a potential to hit 61 by the 24th.
Yeah.
I'm throwing it out there.
So in case you were wondering,
you heard it here first.
Needed more reasons to like maybe buy some. By the way, you don't have to buy a whole one.
Yes.
So I think that's a common misconception, but
it is.
Yeah.
That's what I messed up when I first heard about it when it was $236.
Me too. I was like, oh well.
The whole thing. All right, so we can keep posting. So, just isolated just a bit. And just from that's the peak of that. That's not it. That's a little more than that.
All right,
Okay, yeah.
80,000,
Oh,
100,000.
oh man, I don't get me going up at that, man.
Yeah.
So just based on what is this? What's day? This is the 13th. Actually, they're starting the 12th. We could
Mm-hmm.
say on the 12th, since the 12th is another power day.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. So since the 12th, when we jumped out here and we really started moving again, a power day
Yeah.
for the Jupiter Guru, uh, shaping up the financial world.
Yeah.
And we're gonna Ennealogy of I think we're on to something, family. I
Yeah.
think we're on to something.
I know. We are.
So if you're with us, you just happen to still be watching, give thanks. Um, yeah, so we're looking at just by this alone, by it meeting, this is a Fibonacci retracement tool that gives us the trajectory of the probability of growth based on that particular
And yeah,
mathematics.
the Fibonacci
Mm-hmm.
cycle actually like governs growth of plants too, and
And
the
life.
even the ratio between like the parts of our arms to our body gets this number 1.618, the golden ratio.
Hey.
So that's what Curtis has been applying that to the charts too.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Sure.
lines up really well.
It lines up really nicely. It
These
just
growth levels, because this actually represents, again, this is like the reason why you can't like know what Bitcoin is going to do by jumping on social media or going to Clubhouse or even asking us, is because it's basically part of a collective, and this collective doesn't necessarily have any like one agenda. There's a strong motivation is to own your own currency, own your own power, though. That's one thread, but and
the
then
guru.
yeah.
And no authority. So I
Yeah.
give everybody else what you enjoy. Like why you become the bank. They're giving you that option now. Like stop playing with the institutions and having a middleman between you and your currency, and you just start using this nice ass QR code and holler at somebody. Let me get your QR code. You take Bitcoin? What's your QR code? What's your wallet address? Simple. You ain't never got to go through a number of other things. Just use the QR code.
Yeah.
So family, we're gonna keep building on this, keep you posted on this as best we can. But if we don't give you nothing else, we gave you this today and get you got some more Ennealogy. You want to know more about Ennealogy? Go to Ennealogy.com or Ennealogy.io, or you also find it at secretenergy.com. And check out this book by
Harish Johari.
Excellent author, brilliant family. Really has some amazing books. You can find it online at Amazon and a number of other places that are you won't regret.
Yeah.
You won't regret it.
Every time I open this, I learn something new, and I feel like I believe in syncretism. These traditions were meant to complement each other. They were meant to be combined and to build on each other. And numerology is a great example of that, because it's numbers. It's everyone. It applies to everyone, every culture, every field of life.
Right. And also currently, reason why we're together, because we actually put some things in the ground for giving thanks to the mother, the earth, and community building, which we're doing out here in South Carolina right now, and building greenhouses. So if you're looking for a greenhouse, looking to get into permaculture or farming, please contact us. If you want to support what we got going on, hey, we got a QR code for you.
Yeah, send me some.
right. Send it through. We got a number of things to get. We need tools. We just broke
oh, we just put our Genesis block into our greenhouse.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Got the first arch up. We broke the post hole digger today, so we got to get a new one of those.
Yeah.
We gotta get some covering for the greenhouse. We got to do a lot of stuff. So if you just want to support, want to get some things going, you want to just test out sending crypto, hey, we'll be a tester.
Yeah. No, it's what it's meant to do, is so we can be more peer-to-peer. Let's start with our digital currency, but also let's get peer-to-peer with everything else too.
Everything. You need some remedies on food, dietary plans. Soul Coach is here. We're here to assist and guide you into sovereignty, and we're doing that with actions. Don't just talk about it. We gotta be about it. So we need soil. We out here getting it. So keep vibing and resting this, man.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, definitely let us know what you think. Be in touch.
Mm-hmm. Wholeness. Let's see. Also find us at onetribe.io. And I'll go back to this YouTube link and I can not end it there. Wholeness family.